You got gasoline, obviously, starting to show a little bit of
I'm
momentum.
filling up my tank to the full brim today. That technical chart. I'm gonna save like $3 on my gas bill.
If you have a truck, yeah, fill that up. Yeah.
Fill
It's
it up.
it's that won't impact. Okay, it's reminded me of the time in Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they got the harebrained scheme to go out there and buy a bunch of gasoline, put it in 55-gallon barrels, and try to sell it on the street after price appreciation there, Chucky. But
Hey,
fantastic episode of Always Sunny.
all right, I threw you off course. I threw you off course.
Yeah, I can't get that episode out of my head now. Good look here on the energy side if you're looking at the bullish analysis. Obviously, if you're concerned on the inflationary side of it, the data we're getting today, in conjunction with the PPI report, in conjunction with the breakouts in obviously most of the energy space, little concerning on downstream as well.
And it was going to be interesting to see what energy stocks pop up on the reports this weekend. But certainly, energy stocks have been holding their own without a breakout in crude oil, right? Without a breakout. We had the conversation a few times in recent weeks. Oil was down, but energy stocks up. Who was telling the truth? We said energy stocks probably telling the truth, right? Well, that has certainly been the case here, hasn't it?
Yeah, it'll be fascinating what stocks on the energy side make the list, because in general, you're going to be dealing with a technically overextended environment for people that have fresh eyes on the energy conversation. For people that have been hanging around tackle trading for a little bit, there's no fresh eyes here. This is an ongoing conversation. So I would say it's, when you get a little bit of momentum on the energy side of the equation, it oftentimes for me, it becomes a technical saga of the refiners versus the drillers. And because they will perform a little bit differently in bullish uptrends, they will form different patterns at different levels. So I'll do a deep dive on that going into the scouting report meeting. But I would say in general, there's going to be limited impact on the energy in the scouting reports this week, just because in general, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days into a breakout channel. Like we talked in the Delta Dogs on Monday. If you're 2 days late here, you're just late. Pin, period, end of sentence.
Let me give you a stock that might not be late, that might be setting up. Will you give me APA? This is one of I love the reversal foundation this is coming in. Probably not going to set up in time for the scouting reports, but you trade sideways a couple days high base here, Matt. You got some.
But I would say the APA is exactly what I'm talking about, actually. You're overextended going into a really good reversal here, Mark. A really
good reversal. Like what?
And so I don't want to say anything negative here, but what I just said on energy is exactly what you're saying here on APA. You're saying, wow, man, does this change your opinion on APA versus what you just said on energy? No, absolutely not. You're overextended. You're just coming from a different tier level on APA versus where most of the energy conversation is at. And so if you're saying you're overextended in the energy conversation right now, you would be calling for either a high base or a short-term pullback called the flag base pattern. And guess what I'm going to say on APA, despite the fact that this is a completely different position than almost everything else we're talking about in energy. This is a pure W formation coming from the low point with the support build right around